Movies have always been a source of wonder, inspiration, and awe. We've all felt the thrill of a gripping story, the rush of an action sequence, or the emotion of a heartwarming scene. But have you ever wondered what draws people to see a movie in the first place? What sparks that initial intrigue before they even step into a theater? Today we might think of trailers as the primary tool to lure us in. But long before the era of flashy teasers and sneak peeks, it was the humble movie poster that enticed audiences and filled theaters. The art of the movie poster was more than just a piece of paper. It was a promise, a glimpse into a world waiting to be explored. It captured the essence of a film, creating anticipation with just a single, striking image. Movie posters have been a part of the language of cinema since the beginning. They serve as storytelling tools, offering an audience glimpses into the plot, setting, and tone of the movie they're advertising. They serve as a complementary art form to the film medium. With posters that aim to capture the visual aesthetic and mood of the movie itself. When paired with the right movie, they can go down in film history as iconic pieces of art. Think of classic films like Metropolis, Jaws, or The Endless Summer. Our memories of these films are inextricably linked with the iconic images on their famous posters. The earliest examples, dating back to the 1890s, were simple lithographs advertising short films. By the 20th century, movie theaters got larger, providing more room for not only more patrons, but also plenty of wall space for movie posters to entice passers-by. Over the years, movie styles have evolved. And with them, the design of movie posters has also changed. In the 1920s, the golden age of the silent movie emerged. More precise printing processes were developed, allowing for more detail. Designers stuck to creating hand-drawn illustrations over stills depicting scenes from the film. In the 1930s and 1940s, posters continued to be hand-drawn, but now they focused more on the faces of the characters or actors rather than clips from the film. Posters in this era started using bolder typography and eye-catching colors. In the post-war 1950s, studios began seeing a shift in the demand for more comedies and science fiction. During this era, poster design began experimenting with more conceptual ideas to depict a film. The Love in the Afternoon poster famously excludes characters or scenes, using different colors, fonts, and simple imagery to create subtle clues as to the film's plot. The 60s saw the rise in teen pop idols with the beach movie genre, with audiences also becoming more invested in watching action and sci-fi films. Designers of this decade changed the content to closely match the vibe of the films. Posters started focusing on the typography of the poster rather than the images. Images were still illustrated and included, but the use of type became a more prominent feature than the image. By the 1970s, the introduction of photography began transforming the art of poster design. Photographs became a major focus of posters, while text began to play a less dominant role on the page. The movie poster designs of the 80s began to evolve much as we see them today, with a balance of picture and layout, a common color scheme, and the use of iconic typography. While photographs had become very popular, illustrations were still often used. This paved the way for the modern design styles of the 1990s and early 2000s when posters became heavily structured. Technology allowed more precision in layouts. helping balance imagery and information for better readability. Just notice how the trend of this decade saw the movie title often at the horizon line of the poster. With the advent of digital tools like Photoshop, poster design has continued to evolve. Modern designers now experiment with minimalist designs, intricate photo manipulations, and bold typography. These days, movie posters are more likely to show up on social media feeds than on the outside of a cinema, but the role is essentially the same: to create an unforgettable first impression. At their core, movie posters are designed to communicate essential information. The film's title, starring actors, directors, and release dates. Often they also include taglines or review quotes to build excitement. But beyond the text, the most effective posters must visually capture the essence of the film, enticing potential viewers. To achieve this, designers utilize elements like composition, color, typography, and imagery to create a lasting impact. These components combine to form a visual identity for the film, leaving an indelible impression on audiences. Let's look more closely at the elements designers use to create that visual impact. Color is one of the most powerful tools in a designer's arsenal. It sets the tone and can evoke emotions. It can also serve as shorthand to communicate a film's genre. For instance, many comedy movie posters feature white backgrounds with ample negative space. The bright, uncluttered background communicates a friendly atmosphere and emphasizes the relationships of the characters featured in the poster. Indie movies, on the other hand, often feature posters with a yellow background to hint at the film's unconventional story. Their vibrancy conveys a sense of optimism, quirkiness, and independence. Another example of color trends in movie poster design includes combining blue and orange for action movie posters. The satisfying contrast between the two colors provides a sense of explosive energy and tension. Similarly, you may also see blue and red used to convey power, magic, or wonder for sci-fi or fantasy genres. A horror movie poster may use dark, moody colors like black and red to create a sense of foreboding and unease. These complementary color schemes often sit at opposite ends of the color wheel, evoking a sense of dynamism in a poster and helping provide focus to a design. But color can also provide nuance and complexity, like with split complementary color schemes, which use 3 main colors instead of 2. Triadic or tetradic palettes inject vibrant energy and unapologetic brightness to posters by using colors at equal distances on the color wheel. Analogous schemes bring harmony through neighboring colors, while monochromatic color schemes use variations of one color to evoke intensity. Together with considerations like saturation and value, these schemes not only captivate, but also shape the emotional resonance of a poster. Just like color, typography plays an equally crucial role. It's not just about conveying the movie's title or tagline, it's about infusing the poster with personality.
Let's do this.
Choosing the right type not only catches an audience's attention, but can also communicate the story.
Now,
For example,
sink into the floor. Wait. Sink.
if you look at the typography of the film Get Out, the duality and inverted use of black and white text hints at the sinister plot central to the film. The masked image within the bold titles of 1917 conveys the story's focus on the 2 main characters, while also symbolizing the view of the camera lens through its long-take cinematography. The placement and style of type used in a movie poster can also communicate the intentions of the film's story. Bold, blocky fonts can convey strength and directness, while thin, sophisticated lettering in films like Arrival suggests intellectual depth. Script fonts add a whimsical, romantic touch. Action films often use slanted text to capture momentum, while curved or twisted fonts, as seen in Big Fish, promise originality. Blending text and visuals can also set the scene. By visually illustrating the tone and personality of the film, typography enhances a movie poster's storytelling by creating an immediate emotional connection with the audience. In movies, composition hooks your attention and pulls you into the action. It's a strategy filmmakers use to arrange elements in a scene to keep a viewer focused and engaged in the world of the film. And just like in movies, the same strategy also applies to movie posters. A well-crafted poster composition can pull a viewer into the world of the film, guiding their eye and igniting their curiosity. To achieve this, movie poster designers utilize different composition layouts to create focal points that guide a viewer's eyes to key elements. One such layout is the rule of thirds, which is used to create a balanced, visually appealing composition. The rule of thirds divides a frame into 9 sections, positioning important elements where the lines intersect and creating natural focal points. Another technique is the Z-pattern layout, which is a design that traces where viewers' eyes move left to right, top to bottom, creating dynamic movement and hierarchy within the design. The circle or oval layout uses an elliptical shape to guide the viewer's eye around the poster, creating a sense of dynamism and symmetry. Similarly, the triangle layout uses a triangular shape to trace viewers' eyes to a central focal point, establishing a visually balanced composition between the triangle's 3 points. By far the most common is the horizon line layout, which uses a 4-quadrant grid to identify focal points near the horizon of an image. This type of visual technique often gives the viewers a sense of perspective, with larger elements divided above the horizon and the movie title just below it. When all these elements, color, typography, and composition, come together in harmony, they create more than just a beautiful image. They craft a visual story that draws people in and informs them. Color evokes emotions, setting the tone before a single scene is watched. Typography speaks to the film's character, hinting at its genre, style, and mood. Composition guides the viewer's eye, highlighting what's essential and teasing the world of the film. A truly great movie poster isn't just about aesthetics. It's about capturing the spirit of the film. It can tease an audience with action and adventure. It can entice a viewer to explore new worlds and ideas. It can tempt others' curiosity with transcending stories that inspire, engages, and lingers in the minds of audiences long after they've seen it. Proving that the art of the movie poster remains a timeless and powerful tool in the art of cinema.